Hey guys, happy Saturday. Just in the garage today. I actually haven't worked on saws all week because I have been building these cornhole boards for my stepdad's birthday. I built him a set maybe 8 years ago. Not nearly as nice as these turned out, and they've been great, but I decided to make them 100% regulation. Sorry to be off topic talking about cornhole boards. I'm just waiting for the one more big decal to go in the center there, and I can seal them up. But yeah, so I haven't touched anything for about a week now. I got this 084 going, that 281 I built for a buddy. The deal was I was going to rebuild it, port it, and then trade him for a fairly good condition Project 084. And I've never had a saw this big in my garage yet, but it's got good bones. I mean, I didn't even try to run it, but it had compression. I'm sure it would have ran. I forget what he said about it. It's just normal wear and tear, real dirty. Everything needs thoroughly cleaned. So good thing I got that ultrasonic. If you know, I don't know about the parts availability for these. I know they're pretty old. I eBayed some of it. I see there's not a ton of stuff going on. I already have crank seals. The bearings I know I can get. I mean, the one's just a standard 6203, whichever one's the bigger one, 0203. I think it's 03. And the other one's got the proprietary lip for the seal, but they can be had. It's not that expensive. Things I don't know about is the auxiliary oiler line. I might be able to resheath this and use it, but it's not the greatest. You know, this rubber piece is hard as a rock. It'd be great to get a new one of those. You know, I'm gonna need an oil line kit. This is completely hard. You know, I need pretty much anything rubber I'm gonna need, except for the AV stuff's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's still soft. I haven't split the case yet because I don't really see, at least on eBay, anywhere in the US that sells these crankcase gaskets. So if you know the answer to these questions I have about the parts availability, please leave a comment. That will help me for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and, as long as I can get a crankcase gasket, I'm gonna rebuild it. Honestly, the seals look perfectly fine, but the seals came with the saw, so I'm gonna do that anyways. But here's the numbers already. I haven't taken squish yet. I actually forgot. Dang it, now that I realize that, I'm gonna have to put the piston back on and do that. Here's stock numbers. I hear, from what I've read, I'm gonna try it, probably end up going, I'm gonna lower it probably 30, 40 thousandths. It's gonna put the exhaust right around 100, 101. We're gonna end up with a blowdown around 22, and I'm only gonna move the intake to about 73. And then about 20, 25 thousandths off the key for a timing advance. That seems to be what everybody else has talked about on the forums with these. So that'll be, the plan is just to make it a good all-around work saw, nothing super high compression. It's gonna be for an arborist, a local arborist wants a really big saw, so him and I talked about it. And I don't want to build a 220 PSI high spinning saw for him. I mean, that's just makes for a hard saw to use, you know, weekly on jobs. You know, 180, good torquey all-around build will be what this thing's gonna get. As you can see here, I'm gonna have to fix this muffler, which is gonna be kind of hard because it's thin. That metal is thin. More reasons why I need to buy a TIG welder, but I have spent so much money in the last 6 weeks because I got engaged, so you know there's ring cost, and my dad and I finished all the interior wood trim. I went custom oak wood trim, and I had to buy $1,000 worth of blinds, mini blinds. I am my tool fund is dried up, sadly. So I'm gonna throw all these parts I can in the ultrasonic, get them cleaned up for now. I need to order a carb kit. I know I can get that. I actually need to order a mandrel because it's a 60 millimeter piston, which comes out to about 6.3 inches. And the biggest one I have is this guy, which this end I took down to 56 for, that's pretty much the size of all the big saws till you get up into the really big stuff. And this is only 6 1/4, so I have to order a material to even be able to turn that. I don't know for sure yet, but I would assume my plates, which I got a few extras of these. Yeah, that'll work just fine. I can use that no problem. So yeah, I gotta order a raw material to make a mandrel. So honestly, I could do the squish pan right now. I got a lot of cleaning to do, a lot. I mean, this thing is dirty. Thanks for watching.